Hello. We are in a different place now for segment 3 of the show, and Chrissy Best is back with us, and she is going to lift my hair extensions. She's also going to put color in my hair because it needs it. Why don't you explain what you're going to do?
Okay, it's been 6 weeks since she's been in to have her hair done. So as you can see, they've come down naturally and they slide down a little bit because it is not a product that's going to damage your hair. So it's going to move when there's a lot of stress on the extensions, which is a good thing. So I'm going to lift all this hair. I'm going to show you how easy, safe, and fast my product is with no damage whatsoever. And then we'll expose how much color she needs to be done. And then we'll do the color on her, which will help match her extensions with her hair. And so that you see a beautiful match. And then we'll come back and put the extensions back in her hair and see how beautiful it looks.
And there you go. And another reason I love that she has to lift my extensions we usually do it every 4 weeks, is because I get to come to the salon and see her here in Valencia, California, every 4 weeks, which is great.
It's really good.
Yeah.
That's right. We have fun.
We do. And yes, she has beautiful drapes.
Look at that.
To drape me in.
They feel pretty.
This is my favorite, actually. This one.
Purple.
Purple tiger or something. Panther.
Okay, I'm going to
Purple
shuffle you
panther.
around a little bit
Okay.
so that I don't trip.
We don't want that. So right now you're starting with the bond remover.
Right, and I'm drizzling it on and trying to take the corners, which are the tabs, or the things that help keep a straight piece of hair and make it go around your head. So this is the method that makes it so awesome, is taking something straight and making it round. And that's my little tabs that I just removed. And at the time that I take the extensions out, I try to clean them at the same time while product is still on the weft itself. This way I'm not wasting product, I'm not using too much. It's efficient and it's quick, it is fast, it comes out quickly.
And it doesn't hurt
No, should not hurt.
at all. It just feels like she's working on my hair, but you know.
As you can see, the bond is in the hair, and the bond remover does not dissolve it. It dissipates it. It opens it up so I can brush it out of the hair and into the brush. So it's not a miracle. It just opens it up so you can slide it out.
I think it's a miracle.
A little bit of one. So,
Because you make my hair look so much better than it does naturally. I can't believe I'm saying this on camera, but
Right.
you make my hair look
your hair
so
better.
much
Right.
better.
We're not changing how you look. We're not changing how your hair is. We're giving you more of your own hair, more of your own look. And that's what a lot of people want. They don't want to look big, overdone, you know?
You know, people say to me, if I happen to mention to them for some reason that I have hair extensions, they always say, I couldn't tell. I didn't know. You know?
Point made, right?
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't know you haven't done, then it's a really good job.
Yeah.
If somebody says, oh my goodness, your extensions look great. You're like, oh, right?
Right?
I don't know,
Like I
Chrissy.
see people on
Something's up.
TV,
Of
you
course
know,
you do. Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, those are
Ooh.
extensions,
You
because
need to
it's just
call
so
me.
obvious.
You
Yeah,
need to call Chrissy.
yeah, it's just so obvious. I won't mention.
Or
the
somebody
show
who
I've been
does my
working
product.
on. Right?
People like me.
People like
And you see this is coming out so simple, so easy. And then I will show you what's coming out on my brush, which is really important because you'll see what the hair that is coming off. And not to be alarmed, we shed up to 100 hairs a day. So if you take an area that has had extensions in it for 4 to 6 weeks, and you finally get to take them off, there's going to be a natural shedding that happened without anybody pulling on anything. And then also if you think something's damaging you, you'll see that. I have no shame. It doesn't bother me to show you what's going to come out on the brush because it should only be a little bit. Actually, it should be a lot more if you're shedding 100 your whole head. So it's interesting.
We really shed 100 hairs a day.
I know, you almost think that you're going to go bald, right? But
Yeah, do we have that many to
Do we
spare?
have that
I
many to
don't,
spare?
but
So there we go. This is what has come out of that one weft after 6 weeks of being in her hair. That's nothing.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
That comes out of
your
my brush. Yeah, there
And
you
you
go.
come out of the shower. Am I right? And you see there's no residue. The hair is clean. The thing is, you can immediately take these out and lift the hair because the acetone base is a solvent. A solvent dissolves, cleans oil, paint, so the color from the extensions is coming off, but not from the hair. And you can lift them immediately. Also, it's in the bond remover because I'm the stylist and I sell it to stylists to do people's hair. It also protects my hand because inside the bottle of remover is not only an acetone base, which is used in most nail shops and nail salons, but I also add peppermint oil and leave-in conditioner. So it's good for my hands. It's good for the extensionists. It's good for stylists who do 5 people a day. So if you do one person and I'm taking the extensions out with an acetone base, everybody go, ooh, acetone. It never touches your head. It's only going on the hair. A hair is a fabric. Hair is fabric. That's why the bond sticks to it. It's fabric.
It's fabric.
It will not stick to a metal.
Oh.
It only sticks to fabric. So that's what we're doing. And so the bond remover removes that. It also takes care of the stylist who's doing as many as they can do without their cuticles getting dry, without getting cracks, your fingers cracking. Because between water and our products, it's really hard on our hands. Why would we add another product that you do a lot of that hurts you?
Right.
And also, it will take your nail polish off. So you don't... because it's an acetone base.
Right.
So
it's really nice of you to think of the stylist using
absolutely.
it as well.
And we're talking about ventilation. You want to be well ventilated. You have manicurists that use it all the time, and nobody thinks twice about it.
Right.
And you use it once or twice
For
in a
removing
salon, and
nail
everybody goes, "Oh my gosh, it smells so much." No more than if you just had your nails done, and even less because you're only using it on 2 or 3 rows of hair or 1 row.
Because it's primary in nail polish remover, right?
Right.
Same thing.
Right, and what's a solvent? It's good for a lot of things. But the great thing about it is it dries within 3 seconds. So if it's on your hair or it's on your hands, within 3 seconds it's already dry. It'll stay on fabric a little long.
I've noticed when I take my nail polish off, I do it at home usually, but it's cold also.
Yes. Oh, I don't know what that.
Why?
I don't know. We should figure that one out. Because
It feels good.
You don't feel it on your head because it never touches your hair.
No, I don't
never
feel
touches
it.
your head. So your scalp doesn't really have to do. But what's nice is the peppermint oil and the leave-in conditioner with the acetone base cleans your hair, conditions it, and puts a slight oil on it. My product doesn't be removed with oil.
Right.
So it's
and who
good for your hair.
decided to put the peppermint
Me.
oil in?
I did everything. I came up with everything.
Right, along with the chemist that you worked with.
Right, that was with the bond
I
remover.
find that fascinating that you went to actual chemists.
Well, I had to find, there was a product that was out there that was similar, and I needed something similar, but not the same. And so there was quite a few. And so we had to try all of them for a period of time on people. And how long did it, did they stay in? How was my hands? How was it in the bottles? How was it on the extensions? How was it on synthetic hair? I can't take these out synthetic with my bond remover. Oh, Lordy, that's plastic.
Right. Oh, right. Right. That would not work
When
well.
I was doing demonstrations at the beauty schools, we used mannequin heads in the front. And then we would do, I would bond it and it would look amazing. It looked so fantastic because it was adhering to plastic.
Right.
So it never moved.
Like Barbie
so it was,
heads.
Yeah, so it was like, it wasn't cool because it wasn't real. It wasn't the truth. That's not how it works. That's not how it stays in. So you do it on people and then you get the realistic. I'm here to make the best product I can and for people to get the most out of it, make the most money, wear them the longest, everybody's happy. Then you have the salon owner that buys it for people and wants to make sure she gets her money out of it, So I have to think of everybody. And then the UPS drivers, but the Chemtrek people, people that are it's being sent to across the country and the ones that's just in the same city.
That's amazing. So many layers.
Okay, so
to it.
here is her hair without extensions. I'm sure she hates this moment.
And I will
Uncolored.
admit this also. One of the reasons we do the extensions, I love the length, but also my hair is so thin.
Fine and thin, yes.
Yeah. And when we first, well, we did them years ago, and that was fun. And when she first started doing this, as we talked about in the interview portion of this show, but then I didn't wear them for a while. I think we just changed it up for a while.
You didn't need them for a while either. Your hair was doing really well. It was growing.
That's right.
It was healthy.
Yeah. So then I was going to sing in a show with a band. We were doing a rock show. I was going to sing backup in this band. And she said, well, for that, you need more hair.
And you were going to wear a cowboy hat.
And I wore your cowboy hat.
And I said, you need hair. Right.
Yeah. And it was beautiful. I came up here to the salon, and she rounded up some hair for me, and so to speak, along with the cowboy hat.
It looked awesome.
And it looked beautiful on stage. It looked really, really, and it just helps me too to feel better about myself too.
Your image.
Yeah. I felt.
All you're doing is enhancing what's already beautiful. You're enhancing over something that looks really good. It's not a change. It's a modification of beauty.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's a nice way.
Yes.
To look at it.
Okay.
You know.
All right, we're ready to do.
And then I was hooked again on having them in my hair. So we've been ever since that show. I've now had extensions again, and it's fun. It's really fun, and they're not uncomfortable to sleep on. I want to point that out too. Mm-hmm. I really don't feel them on the pillow at night.
You can swim with them.
I can swim with them.
Jacuzzi, everything.
Yeah. They don't change anything in how I do things in everyday life, because I don't even think about them, quite honestly. You know.
That's a good thing. It's like contacts.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
At first they're a little bit problematic and you're getting used to them. And before you know it, you're falling asleep in them and they're not bothering you at all.
They don't bother you.
You can't imagine not having them in your eyes and putting glasses back on. Right? So yeah, it's that kind of mentality.
Yeah.
Glasses are demi-permanent, contacts are semi-permanent. You know, it's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Look how pretty those are. Will you hold those up for the camera?
Yes, I can.
See how pretty those are? And they're not on my head right now, but they will be. Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to go mix up her color and do a few foils, and then
we do this every 6 months or so. The color.
A couple times a year, 3 times a year if it's a special occasion.
That's
because
right. Yeah.
Extensions are matched to the hair from mid down, not from the top.
Because
that's where your color is.
Oh.
You would not match this hair. You would match this hair.
Oh. Okay. So that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
You're going to take the top
and that's how you
make it
buy
match
them
the
like that too. You buy them from the hair you see. That's the color you match them to.
Okay.
Not the stuff that's at your roots.
Okay. This really is art. This is art. This is art.
I'm going to go back and get my product.
All right. So we are going to pause down for a few minutes while she does this, because it'll take a few minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, so now Chrissy is going to start doing the coloring of my hair. Is that how we put it?
Yes, we are. We are going to do the weave, the highlighting. We have to do a highlight and the low light because she has the gold in her extensions, and the gold in her hair is just on the ends right now, which look really good with the extensions, but we want to get them a little closer to her face and to match.
So
wonderfully.
So you're weaving.
Yes,
is what
weaving.
you're doing. Not dyeing my hair.
No, we're not coloring your hair. We're weaving in color. We're weaving a highlight and we're weaving a low light, which is still a high color that we're putting in to blend back into your extensions.
And we do this because
you have too much regrowth. It's time to freshen up your color.
Okay.
You don't need to, but it does look much better. And really. Healthy hair is not very stylish hair. I always say that. It's too healthy, it's too silky. You need to ruffle up the cuticle a bit to give you some style and to make it do some things. So by blonding it, we rough it up. You know,
we're ruffling my feathers?
Yes, we're ruffling your feathers so they puff up and they look great. You know, but on the pose part, no. But you do need some more gold in your hair.
Okay, all right. I like gold in my hair.
You are a golden lady.
There's gold in my makeup, but that's another secret.
Okay.
So
I am going to start in the back because that's the darkest part of the hair. It's going to take a little longer to lift than this stuff with, I call it God's Blonde, which is gray. It will be easy.
God's Blonde,
right, we're depositing on God's Blonde and we're pulling up the brown. So we're going to start at the darkest point, which is right above the extensions, which is very important.
And so you know what color combination you use always on my head as opposed to other people's heads.
Right. Well, I would have to evaluate that and match what's on the extensions and figure out how to get that color on your natural hair color.
And
I'm a colorist, so that's what I do, right?
Yeah. I remember though, and you did it, when I had the half blonde, half red hair, and we decided to make my hair blonde. Just blonde again. Then we had to figure out how we were going to do that.
Right.
And so she weaved red into the blonde first and blonde into the red. And it was beautiful. And I wanted to keep that. I wanted to go with that.
I think we stayed for a little bit.
We did.
We did. We milked it. We really made it last a little longer,
But it was just going to be too hard to maintain.
Right. And expensive.
So.
It's expensive.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Well, I know, it's an expense, I mean.
Yeah, and when you're getting that extreme too, because she'd have to do the base and then weave the other in every time, right on the roots or
until we
something.
Reversed it completely. Yep.
Yeah. So then she did eventually get me back to all blonde, and but it
Not
didn't
so
happen
painful.
overnight.
And it wasn't as painful as it could have been, right?
Yeah.
Or bad moments. No, we don't want to have bad moments.
No, we
don't. No, we don't.
The bad moment was when I was an idiot. This was before you did my hair or after? Before. And I decided I wanted some black in with the red and the blonde.
Remember that?
Yeah. And so I had someone, this was before I was coming to Chrissy, before I found her. And I had someone put in some black and they put in too much. So then I looked like my calico cat. And it was not good. It was not a good look. And then the black faded to gray. And it was
kind of
just
morphing. It was morphing, yeah.
And trying to get that out was not pretty either.
I'm alternating the low light with the highlight. So it overlays over her extensions. Also, if she tries to take her extensions out, the color will look beautiful. It'll ruffle it enough to give her some performance. Her hair won't just lay and get silky and be funky. It'll give it some...
funky hair.
Yeah, I don't want funky hair. Or do we? So that's what we're doing. And I will be doing this from the back of her hair to the front and a little bit down the sides where it touches the extensions. In the meantime, we don't do all the hair because she has fine hair. We want it to grow and be healthy. So we're not going to keep coloring it and put color over color and weave over weave and blonde over blonde. That's not healthy.
That's a bad idea.
So we don't have to do all the hair at the bottom. The bottom hair can be brown. It's beautiful and it looks fine, and
because
it's a whole other look.
Hair that's on the underside is always darker anyway.
The sun doesn't shine there. The sun does not shine there.
That's where the sun don't shine.
That's where the sun. So why would you put sun-kissed highlights in an area that you never sees the sun?
It would look weird, wouldn't it?
It's just doesn't make people do it, but it not if you're trying to look natural and sun-kissed. The sun don't kiss you there.
Right. Right. I remember too as a teenager, oh God, what was it called? There was a product that was apparently very bad for your hair that you would spray
Sun-In.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. It just didn't wasn't that
It's just
horrible?
peroxide. It's peroxide.
Is it really?
Peroxide in a bottle. And that's why most people's hair turned orange.
Mine did.
And once you do it, you can't do anything on top of it. You can't color or weave it because it's a metallic. It's got something in it that has metal in it, and it's not compatible to regular color.
Oh my gosh!
You have to wait till it grows out, or you have to detox the hair and do all kind of stuff.
Oh my gosh!
To
Yeah, it
clarify
did make my hair turn orange as a
clarify
teenager. It wasn't pretty. It just wasn't pretty, and I used it all. Everybody used it at the time.
Okay, I can
so-
take this in the back, and we can finish this up if you all like.
Okay, so we're gonna put me under a hair dryer for a few minutes, which you know
Helps the highlight, not the
Watch
low
out.
light. Yes.
unless we do a song and dance for you or something. But
Wait a minute. Mitch will do it.
there you go.
I'll do a little dance for you.
And so, do you think we should cut away here and then come back?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. So we will be back with the next phase of this. So you don't have to go anywhere. We'll be right back. And look, you blinked and we're back. So while we were away, Chrissy will tell us what she did.
Okay, while we were gone, I highlighted and low-lighted her hair. So that means so that we could match the extensions as close as we can. And it turned out fabulous. And then blow dry it and straightened it just a bit so we can install the extensions in one big smooth move. I'm going to section her hair and then put in the bottom row just slightly above the occipital bone, which hits really well, and I'll show you what that is when I get there, and the other one a little bit above that. So I'm going to section her now and get the hair out of the way. It's very clean and very fine, so it's going to want to get in the way. So when you do something like this, you just want to do your sections and put things out of the way, and we'll install the first row.
I have an what did you call that?
Which one?
The bone.
Occipital.
Occipital bone.
Occipital?
That's this guy back here. That one?
Really?
That's your occipital bone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just learned that.
Not only am I a rocket scientist with all my glue, I am a medical student with my
That's
occipital and parietal crown area. I know, huh?
You have to know
Who knew?
your bones of the skull.
The skull, gotta know all that.
You do, don't you?
Yes, I do.
That's something that.
And
people
every
realize
head
once
is
again.
different. In different cultures, the head shape is very different. Be shocked when you do different cultures. Some
Really?
Yeah, absolutely, totally different. Just like cheekbones and foreheads and stuff, they all change depending who you're doing. Yep.
Who knew? Who knew?
Interesting, huh?
And one thing I wanted to bring up that we didn't talk about before is your kids.
Yes.
How many kids and grandkids?
I do. I have a son, Ricky, 35, a daughter, Callie, 27, a stepson, like my son, Tyler, who's 18. My daughter has 2 little boys. Josiah's 3. Jalen is 11 weeks old. So I am a grandma.
You are, and
I
you're
am
busy.
a grandma, and I just adore and love my family. I adore
That's
and
great.
love my clients, and I totally love my life. So everything's good.
That's
Everything's
fantastic.
good. Looking
That's
forward to the
fantastic.
holidays and being with fam and friends.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
And get everybody's hair ready for the holidays. That's a big one. Fitting everybody in and making Thanksgiving dinner.
Does it pick up before Thanksgiving and before Christmas?
Yes. Yes, it does. Last minute people, wanting to get in. And of course, everybody's my favorite, so we got to find a way to do that.
You're my favorite.
You're my
Oh,
favorite.
my
Okay, I'll
favorite.
do you. I have a new daughter-in-law soon, Heather. And so she needs her hair done before the engagement dinner on Sunday, so I'll be in on
right.
my day off.
Right.
Family.
Yeah.
She made it by the skin of her teeth
You made
for
what?
the holidays. Oh, Holly, get her hair done.
Oh, gotcha. But she's got to look gorgeous for an
Yes,
engagement
when they
dinner.
pay a party.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to look good.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be
Okay, so I'm taking the occipital bone, which is right here, which is the round part of the head. I hit a little hairspray on it and put it, and back comb it a little bit. And I do that because her hair is super, super fine. She wears extensions because her hair is super fine and super thin. So to put fine, thin hair on top of fine, thin hair, you have to make some kind of base, something for it to hold on to. So that's what it does. It makes it a little textury.
So you don't do that with every hair, everyone's hair,
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. Pretty
give it
much
more
so, because
texture?
most people who wear extensions have fine, thin hair.
Oh, there you go.
So they have the same problem.
right.
so,
I've never known why you did that.
Yeah.
You've always done
So
that.
it holds on to it a little better, stays a little longer, and doesn't slide as fast.
Okay.
And that just came with tweaking my product, I guess is a good word for it. Okay, so now I'm going to double check it again to make sure everything looks good. You don't want any little hairs flying around because they get caught and then they kind of bother you. And I don't want anything to bother my client when she goes to sleep tonight and she feels something pulling.
No,
We don't want that. No, no. We don't like that. So I do a layer of glue on, or bond. We like to say bond, Chrissy bond, on the base part. And you sandwich it. That's a great way of putting it. You sandwich it. Bread on the bottom, bread on the top. So that's your natural hair at the bottom, and the natural hair goes on top of it.
And the hair my hair that comes down over the top of the extensions totally hides them.
Yep.
You can't see them, which we'll see when you get it all put together.
Yep. Yes, ma'am. The bond is soft, and so it's not hard and tacky. It dries nice and smooth and soft. It never gets hard and crunchy. You don't have a bunch of speed bumps in your hair from braiding it and sewing it, which we call it a speed bump because you have a cornrow and then you have something with upholstery set thread. That's really lumpy in the head. It's very uncomfortable. Looks great. It's a great method. People have been doing it for decades. It's not for most people with fine hair. So we like our method. It's flatter. A little bit of heat to speed up the drying process. You don't actually need it. When we did Castaway, because we were in an island, there was no electricity there except with the generators for the...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we blew on it.
Where did you shoot?
Oh, they were doing it on some island somewhere, so that's what they did. They blew on it.
Some
how do you do it? I go, you don't
tropical
need a hair
island?
dryer. You just need hot air. After a cup of coffee, everybody's capable. A little coffee makes your extensions dry.
So you had to
even
go
faster.
there. Did you have to go there?
I
and
didn't.
stay?
I don't travel with. No, I don't do that.
Ah.
Those people are clearance for stuff. You know, my life didn't allow me to do that. No.
Yeah, not with kids and stuff.
No. When I worked for the Beverly Hills people, that was the most I ever did for a single person for 4.5 years, and it was awful.
And what did you do with that? They flew.
They were I used to see them every 2 weeks do their hair, and I worked with other celebrity stylists with them, and it was very stressful. And then one of them would fly me to her lodge in where were we? Aspen, Colorado, in her private plane.
From LA.
Yeah, from Van Nuys, that private airport there. And I would stay at the lodge and go up there sometimes 3 times the summer because she would get her hair done every 2 weeks. And I would stay for a few days and then I'd fly back.
Every 2 weeks she would
She
get
got her hair
done?
done. Both of them. I did 2 of them.
Can you say who it was or no?
No, I'd rather not.
Okay.
Because I don't work for them anymore.
Right. How long did you do that?
4.5 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
To be flying around like that.
Yeah. Just in the summer, though. Just in the summer. It was her summer home. You know, she would go up there for the summer.
Did you also, when she was in LA?
Oh, yeah. She lived in Beverly Hills.
So when it wasn't summer, you went to her home?
To her home.
Here in Los Angeles?
Yeah, every couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah. On the 405 and the 101. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
So you don't have any clients like that now?
No.
Huh?
No, that's for the young. Young at heart. Like we talk about the road.
Right, yeah.
That's for people who don't have a life. Truly.
That's a good way to put
That's
it.
young people. You know, they do superstars, and this team was doing Britney Spears, which I wouldn't have bragged about. Her extensions were they were put in properly, but they look terrible.
Oh, really?
But I wouldn't brag about that. No. But you know, they did a lot of high-end people. We shared clients. So yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I've taken a top piece. It's like a sandwich, like I said, the top bread, and I'm putting a layer of my adhesive, my bond, over top of the weft, and then pull down a very thin section of the hair, sandwich it together, and then hit it with the dryer just to speed the drying.
So why do you put a little bit of my hair over the top of it?
To cover the weft and to disguise it and to hold it.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I've always just...
And I can make colors. I have different colors. I have black, brown, blonde,
Of the
clear.
bond.
Yeah. And all of those are intermixable, so you can make colors.
Oh,
Lighter, darker of those colors. They all stay that color except the clear. The clear ends up turning a little white because it oxidizes. There's no color to keep it a color.
uh-huh.
So we only use clear for a few things. Very platinumy hair, wigs, hair pieces, stuff that doesn't get washed all the time. Because when you wash your hair, it does do things to your hair. It does do things to the bond. It does things to cylinders. You know, shampoos and conditioners are full of chemicals and things. So
Right.
you don't know how they're going to react with your product. But you can go swimming. You can go in the ocean. You can go chlorine. And you just have to take care of the extensions, not the attachment. The attachment stays just perfectly. The only thing that takes off the extension is the bond or is your remover.
And,
Okay, so there's our first row.
she does
Beautiful,
underwork on me.
clean. The bond matches the color of the hair. So it's beauty-miss. We like that.
See, I'll turn my head
We
so you can see it.
do. Okay, now we're going to put the second row in. And we're going to put it above it, not on top of it.
Not
so
on top of
So
it?
it lays flat. No.
Oh, so it's not too thick.
Right. Well, no, we don't want to do that. That's why we have two, or we would have quadrupled it, you know?
Oh, I see
We
what you're
don't.
saying.
We
Yes.
just double them so that you get some movement in your hair.
Yes, I see. I see. And so you sometimes you put in one row, sometimes you put in 2 rows on people.
And I've done 7 rows on somebody.
7
You don't-
rows?
Yeah, you don't think they have enough head, which they really don't. But yeah, I have somebody that has me do 6 and 7 double rows. Yeah, her whole head is extensions. Yes, ma'am.
Why would someone need that much hair?
She's eccentric and she has short hair and she wants it long and she wears it down to here. So we have to put a lot of hair in her head.
Is this a regular client of yours? Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
I have a clientele that's unique.
I should say so.
We're unique.
It's because you're in
do
Los
these,
Angeles.
Most people go, no. I go, yes, that's fabulous. Fabulous.
Ta-da!
Fabulous.
We like it.
Do me a favor, miss. Would you hold this for 1 second?
I can,
And
doctor.
help me? Thank you.
I'll be the nurse.
Only because this little thing is a little bit
Scalpel?
tiny. Scalpel. My little trays here are so small. And
Do they make the buttons? Okay, that's a stupid comment, but
they put them in a really bad spot, don't they? They always put them where they turn
they do,
on
and they
off.
look the same. It doesn't matter what brand you buy. All the buttons on blow dryers
Or
always
right
look
where
the
your
same.
hands are.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, and they are.
They should be up on the barrel, I think.
Yeah, I agree because I'm always hitting them the wrong
Yeah, and
ones
turning them off. Yep.
at home.
We're turning them on really hard.
Yeah.
Okay, again, we're going back. Put some more hair
We're
in.
bonding.
We're bonding in many more ways than one. Aren't we?
So you did Donny Osmond's extensions.
I did for what's that? Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yes, I did. It was awesome. I was starstruck.
I
And I've
see.
worked with a lot of stars, but you get down and dirty when you go into somebody's scalp. There are secrets in there that you have no idea. I had no idea.
I just remember, and this is silliness as well. You're talking about, you know where I'm headed,
Yes, you can do that.
right? Okay, about using his bathroom because you were at his house,
Yeah.
right?
Well, it was a dressing room inside his house. Yes.
Okay.
And it was just me. Well, there was one other person there that was a publicist because he was writing a book at that time about his life. And it really took a precedence over me and what I was doing. But I mean, it was what it was. And yeah, and it was time. And I
You had to use
went
the
in his
bathroom.
bathroom and I sat down and just kind of went,
Because
right bottom on his bathroom because he probably sat on it. It was his.
That
I've
is
never
so
done like
totally-
that, and I'm not starstruck. But he was so sweet. He was so nice.
Yeah.
Yep, I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
did the
It was
twist.
Donny Osmond.
It was Donny Osmond, you know. So immature I am.
But you know, you got to
So
take those
immature.
moments.
So
It
immature.
was a moment.
It was a moment. They didn't have any cameras in there.
Right.
They get me
Watch
in
you
trouble.
wiggle your bottom.
Why did my wiggle my bottom on his bottom? Yep. He touched it. Starstruck.
I remember you told me the story when you did it.
I
You were
know. I was like, there's nobody to tell. I was in there by myself. They
Right.
were looking at his scalp. Oh, lordy. And he looked so good when we were done. I mean,
Oh, I've
it
seen
was,
pictures.
it was awesome.
If you can find pictures,
I do
online
have his picture of
Yeah.
him.
with the hair.
is
And
fun.
there you go. They're in.
They're in. Okay, so this is what they look like in. You saw what they look like when they were down, what, about 1.25 inches or so? And they just match. I matched the glue to her base color. The extensions matched the ends of her hair. So there we go. Okay.
And it's magic.
It is magic.
It's Chrissy hair magic.
It's magic.
And it makes such a difference on the way I look. It makes such a difference. Are we caught? There we
A
go.
little bit. There we go.
Someday they'll make those wireless.
Right? I know. Or a battery
Right?
hybrid
Hybrid
something.
blow dryers.
Blow dryer. I'm sure they absolutely have them for when I used to work in the hospitals. When you're doing senior citizens, you know, you have to have all that portable stuff. You have to donate your time. You have to.
Right.
You have to give it. You have to give back. You have to.
Right.
So, you know, you go to a senior citizen's place and do their hair and they're stuck in your bed. You're like, how are we going to get this water from going down to
right.
our underwear? And you gotta get this little collar, you buy this little this.
Oh, how
and then all of a
sweet of
sudden
you.
somebody calls you, go, well, you know what? We were doing my mom's hair and you should get this. It was fabulous.
Oh, that is so
Yeah,
lovely.
so then you find all this cordless stuff comes around, you know.
Right.
And I wear a belt to wear my scissors like this because I worked with children. And they would be always grabbing at my scissors. I always wear
on
them.
a
Somebody
tray,
else-
you mean?
No, on this. When I
Oh,
wear
on
my...
your- Oh.
People ask me why I wear it. Because when I worked with all those kids, first thing I grab was my scissors. Scissors and
now-
razors. So now it stays on me and nobody touches
Yeah.
my stuff but me.
Yeah.
You know?
And now you're just smoothing out my hair.
Now I'm blending and
You're
blending.
blending.
Okay, I'm going to stand in front, blend. Yes, ma'am.
You're blending my hair so it all looks like it's all coming out of
your
my head.
It is your hair. It's just
It is my hair.
Once removed.
It's my hair. It's my hair. And is there a favorite place or a specific place that you like to get hair?
I have a few places. It's depending on the quality of the hair that you want, how much you want to spend, how soon you need your hair. I have my wonderful friend Laura Coluccio that's in Las Vegas. She does custom wefts, custom hair pieces. A really good friend, and you have had hair from her before.
I have.
And then I now use Samson Hair, which is down off of Sherman Way, I believe, and they've moved a couple times. Fabulous, Chad
And they're
Brittany.
in, what city are they in?
I want to say
Winnetka?
Winnetka,
Winnetka,
Sherman Way.
California.
I love them.
And their website is Samson Hair Shop,
Shop.
right?
Yep.
.com.
.com.
Samson, SAMSON, hairshop.com.
They do custom. They do stock hair. Stock hair is something that's already done. It's like rack clothes. When you buy clothes off a rack, and then you have people that make something for you. They're awesome. They're very, very helpful. They're affordable,
My hair came from them.
and they guarantee their work like I guarantee mine.
Oh, nice.
You know,
Nice. Yeah, they're lovely people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're our peeps.
All the tools of the trade too, gosh.
Yes.
Power tools. I always say
Invest.
I'm having power tools used on my hair because my hair requires that.
Power. There's power, huh?
It requires a lot of attention.
Right? Those little flyaways that we just
I do have
bleached
flyaways on top.
till we
And she trimmed my bangs while we were away
Right,
as
we did a
well.
little something. We didn't need to do a cut because more hair the better. When you wear extensions, you want to make sure your hair is integrated into the extensions. Ta-da!
And there we have it.
Ta-da!
The finished product. So that's the back. That's
Do you need
the
me to twirl you?
front.
Or are you going to
Yes,
do your
twirl.
own?
Go ahead, twirl
I'll twirl
me.
you.
Ta-da! I'm on a turntable. That's as
And
far
then
as
we'll
we
go
can
back
go.
this way to show all, because you had the great pictures of the back and some footage, and that looks really great.
Yeah.
And her hair doesn't have any more roots. It's not brown
The
no
top
more.
is
Not
blonde.
brown.
The top has a lot of blonde in it. And so I look like a whole different person. You're a miracle worker, Chrissy.
Thanks. Thank you. It was lovely. I love you to pieces.
Oh, I love you too. So this is the end of this show, and I'd like to say thank you so much to Chrissy Best for being with us today and sharing her hair extension experience and expertise with us, as well as other things. And where can people find out more about you?
You can find me at ChrissyV.com, ChrissyV.com.
There you go. I'd also like to say thank you to Da Base Salon here in Valencia, California. This is where we're taping today, owned by Leah Metz. I'd like to say thank you to Leah for allowing us to tape here today. And the next show will be coming up soon. We don't know what it is yet. Actually, I do, but we'll keep it as a surprise. So check back for another form of art and a fantastic guest. See you soon. Thank you for watching and or listening to Creativity Inside and Out. I do recommend watching my show if you can, because it's really tailored toward being a visual show. It's available on YouTube. Just search for Creativity Inside and Out and look for the light bulb logo. If you do listen to the show, go to https://creativity-inside-and.captivate.fm/listen. There you will find a variety of places where you can listen, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Enjoy watching and or listening. And please, if you would, follow the show and subscribe. That really means a lot to me. Thank you.